Hello students, welcome back class 10. So today I am discussing our part A, employability skill. So in this our chapter 1 is running communication skill. So last time I have discussed about the barriers of communication. Today I am discussing few new topics. Okay, in communication barriers, we can easily remove these communication barriers with the help of proper planning. Okay, so means we can say think twice before speaking. Think twice. You can see different measures that we could take to overcome linguistic deficiency. Okay, means to effective communication and to avoid communication barriers, so you should keep the following points in mind while talking. So never go unprepared. Okay, never go unprepared. So this is a common sense. Give required time, okay, for proper communication and to avoid language communication. So it takes time to talk each other properly. Work on language competency to overcome linguistic deficiency. So our command on our particular language should be high, okay, for proper communication. Okay, so your particular regional language or your native language or your mother language you know very well, and another person language must be listened and should be understand clearly, so your communication barrier will overcome. Next is avoid false assumptions. Okay, always say true facts. Okay, so false assumption will create mistrust. Okay, so it is also a communication barrier. Don't be overconfident. Okay, when you talk to someone else, so don't be overconfident. Okay, knowledge should be okay, we cannot deny, but don't be overconfident, because this is also a language barrier. So in examination purpose, few points keep in mind. Okay, so and we can how to remove this communication barrier. So you can see here we have several points. Never go unprepared. Okay, this is a very simple general point, we know very well. Give required time. Work on language competency to overcome linguistic deficiency. Avoid false assumptions and don't be overconfident. Okay students, so communication skill is our very interesting topic. Here few another points so we can keep in mind to avoid communication barriers. Don't be apathetic. Okay, so don't be apathetic means when you talk someone, okay, you can easily use easy words. Okay, don't be use complex word or double meaning word you should not use. Okay, don't be fearful and defensive. Okay, so don't be fearful, always comfortable you can talk. Okay, don't be defensive and not be offensive. Okay, don't be egocentric. Okay, so ego always create problem. Okay, so it will create superiority complex, inferiority complex. So don't be egoist, always talk person in front of person, forget your power and position. Okay, so then you can easily communication, so your flow of communication is very smoothly. Avoid judgmental attitude. Okay, it should be right, it should be wrong, so this type of attitude always create problem. So be a good counselor. Okay, so counselor always listen everything, don't be pass any kind of judgment. So avoid judgmental attitude because it is also create problem. So this thing is very interesting. These points are very interesting because we are facing a lot of communication barrier, and this point very helpful to reduce communication barrier. Show respect towards the receiver of the message. Okay, so respect is so important. Okay, you always respect other. So respect create for easy communication purpose. So this thing also very helpful to avoid communication barrier. Okay, so here some interesting thing. People who are good communication are more successful at advancing their careers. Okay, we can say this is marketing skill. Marketing person always use very good communication skills. Okay, so this thing is very important. So people who are good communications are more successful at advancing their careers if all other factors remain equal. Okay, so you know the importance of communication. Okay students, whether here I am giving some interesting fact about communication skills. Whether we communicate in written or oral or audio or visual, okay, we can use any kind of mode for communication or audio visual mode. So it is important that we follow the 7 C's. Okay, this is the most important topic because this will always ask in our exam. So 7 C means 7 communications principles. Okay, for effective communication, so there are 7 communication principles. So you always keep in mind because this question always ask in exam. So the 7 C's of effective communication. So we can say also known as 7 principle of communication, which is useful checklist that one should ensure in his or her communication. So this is very general point. This is not a rocket science. It is a very simple thing. You can see your communication should be clear. Okay, here CCC always come in first word, clear communication. Okay, complete information should be passed. Okay, partial and half information will create problems. So complete information, concise message. Okay, only important thing you should clear consciously. Concrete and coherent presentation. Your message presentation should be well designed and well up to date. So easily we in front of person easily understand. Receiver will easily understand. Correctness of fact. Okay. So in our message or in your communication, the fact should be clearly correct. No wrong information will be provided. Okay. Consideration of the message and the receiver. Okay, so you can think who will receive this message, old person, children, student. Okay, so according to you will prepare the message. So consider of the message to the receiver and courtesy towards receiver. Okay, so always courtesy, always respect. Okay, so according to respect, okay, you can use dear and respected sir in your message. So this thing is very helpful. So 7C you always keep in mind: clear information, second complete information, concise message, concrete and coherent presentation means well designed and well up to date. Correctness of fact, message should be 100% right, no wrong information will be provided. 6. Consideration of the message and the receiver, and last point is courtesy towards receiver means we always respect others. Okay, so these 7C are most important in our communication process. So these are the 7 principles. Okay, so here I am giving some in communication we use a written skill. So you can see written skill is very important for a professional success. Okay, so for professional success, for our career, for our job purpose, so written skill also very important. Okay, so the 4 essential elements that make your writing effective are: Okay, so in writing, this is very common thing we know very well. Solid structure. Okay, in your written skill, your message, your communication facts must be solid. Okay, must be strong words. Okay, highly recommended because this is your professional. Okay, so crystal clear clarity. Okay, your fact in written must be clear, each and everything clearly readable, clearly understandable. Okay, candid consistency and selection of right medium. Okay, so consistency means your message always in a standard form. Okay, don't use lower quality of message, always use standard format. So we can say candid consistency. Okay, and selection of right medium. Okay, you can use email, you can use SMS, you can use paper printing, photocopy message, you can make an envelope and post this. Anything, any medium you can use to pass your message to your subordinate or your seniors. Okay, for our professional success. So written communication is most important. Okay, so this is a very simple and common point. Okay, so your message should be solid structure. Okay, this must be standard format. Okay, crystal clear clarity means your fact should be clear, so every person will easily understand and no question will occur. And candid consistency. Okay, your message should be always in standard layout and format. Selection of right medium. Okay, you can use email to send your message, you can use SMS, you can use WhatsApp, you can use technology, or you can use offline medium also. So for your best communication. Okay, so dear students, today I am discussing about how to remove barriers of communication. This is also important, and seven principle of our communication and our professional success. Our written skill also important. So here 4 elements to keep in mind: solid and crystal clear and candid and selection of right medium. So these things we know very well. Okay, because we know how to communicate another person. Okay, in various situation. Okay, students, thank you so much.